Hello there, fathers and fellow deadbeat dads. This is the Jackrabbit bringing you live again proof of the coercive system, even if your blinders are on. This video I want to dedicate to the anger management programs that the state offers and the state promotes and recommends to make fathers better parents. And I want to go into depth not only on the negative side of things, but also the positive, and where the judge or the commissioner that I had in this case presented a fairly understandable argument. Now, first of all, after they sentence you to, because that's what it feels like, and in reality it is, they're forcing your hand to have to go and join this anger management program. Now, the good news is, upon completion, 22 weeks, that's what you get. Look at that, certificate of completion. Wow, successfully completed in anger management, November 21st, 2011. 2011. It is 2013 now, folks. Poor economy, disabilities, sicknesses, illnesses that I've battled. I've overcome unreliable vehicles because I have no liquidity to get a bank account, lease, or buy a new one. But I got that. Do you know how much that certificate costs? Let's see here. 22 weeks times around $30 to $50 per class, depending on who the instructor was, of course. And I have proof of that in all my receipts. And this is what I really want to get into. The first time I chose an outfit out here in Southern California to go to these classes, they give you a list of adjudicated, approved people that you could go to for these anger management classes and give your money to and go through their program. And, you know, show up every day after work and give them your hard-earned money. And the first instructor, he throws his feet up on the desk. This is his standard MO. He throws his feet up on this desk, and he has this basket, like a 12-step program or a church, that's passed around the pews, basically. And he collects the money, and while the basket's going around and he's collecting the money, this guy begins to brag and tell the entire class about how he physically abused his ex-wife and what he did to go to prison, how he shot her fingers off and this sort of thing. He was really proud of himself, and this is a good example of what the state deems is best for educating the father or the non-custodial parents, or maybe the custodial parents, to be better parents for their children. Spiritual nourishment that I'm going to give them. Well, hey Cody, hey Marina, guess what I learned today? I mean, so I got to leave job, you know, again, I had to take a day off from work. I had to go down because I stopped paying. I said I'm not going to pay anymore. The guy goes, well, you're going to go to jail, you know, and so I went down to court, had to take a day off. That's $250 lost in my pocket again, plus the taxes on it. And, you know, and keep in mind, those taxes are collected and garnished by the state and the federal government, or by the DA at the end anyway. So now that I lost another day, I lost more money that could have gone back into the payment on this horrendous interest charge. But anyway, I missed a day of work, and I drove on down in my car that had mechanical issues and such, and the fact that I was barely affording to put gas in the damn thing. And I got to stand in front of a judge, or in front of a court, only to be told that that was just an arraignment where they had to schedule a court date. So now I'm looking at another court date, and I've got to explain to my employer why I'm missing another day of work. So I do. I get a second day off from work. Now we're up to about $450, $500 in lost wages, plus taxes, gas, wear and tear on a vehicle. And I get down there in front of the judge, and I explain to him, I'm not taking, well, how's your anger management going? You know, I'm not going anymore. So he listens to the story, and he's, well, it's unacceptable. Well, I'm so glad you came to us, Daniel. Acted like he cared. Then he tells me that bailiff is going to hand me a packet of paper, and in this packet of paper that he hands me is the exact same packet of paper that they handed me the first time around. And I get to choose from the remaining original group of anger management instruction classes that charge you money. So I got to choose another one, and basically, you know, nobody really wanted to be there. I didn't learn anything about parental imprinting, not a single thing. I didn't learn about how to be a better father, what my children was going to be like psychologically at, 3 years old versus 5 versus 18 or 19 years old. I didn't get to learn anything that would benefit my children at all. But I did get this certificate. Man, am I so proud of this certificate. Guys, look at that. Wow, Care Counseling Group. Hey, thank you so much, Krieber. Thank you. Changed my life, buddy. Appreciate that. So all you fathers out there, understand that this is the process and this is how it goes. And even though I completed my anger management without any sort of problems, paid all my money owed, didn't use drugs, never had any violence in my past, nothing that was ever proven, I never cheated on my wife, my ex, can't think of anything that I did other than marry her. And this is the punishment that the state gives us as deadbeat dads. That's one of them, a title. We got titles, more than Mr. now. Mr. Deadbeat. And then you got a first, middle, and last name to go along with that. It's like people just can't really see past that deadbeat, though. They don't even hear your name. So, anyway, I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention and think about solutions that we can all do and come up with ideas that will prevent this sort of thing from happening. And keep in mind that not only did he, I asked him, that was part of this part of the video here, is I asked the judge, I must have turned red in my face because he could see, I saw an immediate facial reaction on him. He says, I go, how can you do this? Nicole hit me in the face numerous times. I broke my back in 2007. I ripped all the muscles. I have permanent paralysis on the right side of my back. I lost 3 major muscle groups on the right. Scapula sticks straight out like I got a wing or something. Look like a half bat, half dragon. And my discs slip out all the time. And how can you send me, I asked him, to anger management class when this woman hit me? She's admitted to hitting me. She's admitted to smoking all the way through. How come you're not sending her? Well, he says, he sits back and he thinks about it for a little bit, and he says, why did you, because at first he wanted to sentence me also to parenting classes. Hey, you have to take all these parenting classes. But little did he know, me being the individual and the type of person I am, I was already enrolled in parenting classes. As a matter of fact, I'd already completed my first semester of parenting at a college, Mariposa College, on a federal grant. And I says, he goes, well, why did you join those parenting classes voluntarily? I says, because I didn't have great parental imprinting. I have a lot to learn, and I want to be a better parent. And he sits back and he says, well, think of it like this. Think of this 22-week anger management program as just an extension of your parenting class. So I want to tell you, Commissioner Krieber, that is exactly what it was. That is exactly what it will continue to be, because the only extension that I got was that I got to pay some more money to your state failed program, and I got to lose more money from my employer. Not only money, but I lost reliability with them. I lost empirical values that you can't put a finger on. I was judged. I was already called deadbeat. Now I look like I'm caught up in some system, like a whirlpool. Inevitably, I'm going to get drugged down, and guess what? I did. And I am, and I haven't seen my children, just to conclude this video, I haven't seen my children more than 10 times since that last date in 2011. Done everything I was supposed to do. I've hired attorneys after that. All she's got to do is say something against you, even without verifiable proof. Something has to change, people. Let's wake up and change the laws. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for the future of our nation. Let's do it so we can have leaders in the world.